My name is Emma. I was married to Daniel for 5 years. We were not rich, but we were happy. Daniel worked in an office, and I worked from home. Every morning, he kissed my forehead before leaving. Every night, he called me on his way back. That call made me feel safe. Daniel always said, "No matter how busy I am, I will call you." I believed him. Our life was simple. We cooked dinner together. We watched old movies. On weekends, we walked in the park and talked about our dreams. I trusted him with my heart. One day, Daniel got a new job. The office was far from home. He said he would be very busy. I felt proud of him, but I also felt a little afraid. I asked him, "Will you still call me?" He smiled and said, "Always." The first week was normal. He called every night. His voice was tired but kind. I waited for his call every evening. I never missed it. Then things slowly changed. One evening, the call did not come. I waited. I checked my phone again and again. My dinner got cold. I told myself he is busy. I did not complain. The next day, he called late. His voice was short. He said he was in a meeting. I said, "It's okay." I did not want to disturb him. Days passed. The calls became fewer. When he came home, he was quiet. He looked at his phone more than at me. When I asked, he said, "Work stress." I believed him again. One night, I asked him to sit with me. I said, "I miss you." He said, "I'm tired." That night, I slept alone, even though he was beside me. I started counting the days, then the calls. I waited every evening. I cleaned the house early. I kept my phone near me. But many nights, the phone stayed silent. Still, I trusted him. Love makes you blind. I told myself, he loves me. He promised. But promises can break quietly. Sometimes they break without a sound. The silence grew bigger between us. Daniel stayed late at work more often. When he came home, he ate fast and went to bed. He did not ask about my day. He did not hold my hand. I felt invisible. One evening, I tried to talk again. I asked, "Is something wrong?" He said, "You worry too much." That answer hurt me. I noticed small things. He smiled at his phone. He locked it quickly. When I entered the room, he changed his screen. My heart felt heavy, but I stayed quiet. I did not want to fight. I wanted peace. One night, he said he had to travel for work. I helped him pack. I folded his clothes with shaking hands. I asked, "Can you call me at night?" He said, "If I can." That night, I waited again. No call. The next night, no call again. I sent him one message. "Are you okay?" He replied hours later. "Yes. Busy." I cried alone. When Daniel came back, he was different. He smelled new. Not bad, just different. His eyes avoided mine. I wanted to ask questions, but fear stopped me. I told myself, do not imagine things. One day, I saw a name on his phone by accident. Sophia. I did not know her. My hands felt cold. My heart beat fast. I did not say anything. I waited for him to explain. He never did. That night, I could not sleep. I remembered all the calls I never got. All the times I defended him. All the times I stayed quiet. I realized something painful. Distance is not always about work. Sometimes it is about choice. Still, I hoped I was wrong. I wanted to believe my marriage was safe. I wanted to believe love was enough. But love needs honesty. And honesty was missing. The truth came on a quiet evening. Daniel forgot his phone at home. It rang again and again. I did not want to answer, but the name appeared on the screen. Sophia. My hands shook. I answered the call. She said softly, "Daniel?" I said, "This is his wife." There was silence. Then she said, "I'm sorry. I didn't know." The call ended. That was the call I never got. The truth I never heard. When Daniel came home, I did not shout. I did not cry. I only asked one question. "Who is she?" He sat down. His shoulders fell. He said, "It started at work. I didn't plan it." I asked, "Did you love her?" He said nothing. That silence was my answer. I felt broken but also clear. The confusion was gone. The waiting was over. I said, You stopped calling me before you stopped loving me. He looked at the floor. He said sorry many times. But sorry cannot fix everything. Some wounds stay open. That night, I slept in another room. I listened to the sound of my own breathing. I felt pain, but I also felt strength. I understood something important. The call I never got was not the problem. The honesty I never got was that in the morning, I made a decision. I told Daniel. I respect myself too much to stay in silence. He asked for another chance. I asked for time. I stayed with my sister for a few weeks. I learned how to breathe again. I learned how to listen to my heart. I thought about everything. The love. The lies. The waiting. I realized something simple but strong. Love should not make you feel alone. When I returned, I spoke calmly. I said, I need honesty, respect, and effort. If you cannot give that, I will leave. Daniel listened. This time he did not look at his phone. Some stories end with leaving. Some stories end with change. This one ended with truth. I did not wait for calls anymore. I waited for actions. And that changed everything.